Hey guys, welcome back. This is Sean with GST Workshop, and I'm going to go over the Vaultek LifePod. Alright, so here's the LifePod. It is technically an olive drab color that I opted for. You have your keypad, and this happens to be the special edition version, which comes with a few extra things that you don't get with the regular one. It comes with a few things. Comes with this foam crate interior, and also it has this let's see if you can see it here. It's a pocket lid organizer, basically to carry documents, cards, cash, whatever you want to put in there. So the Vaultek LifePod is advertised for more than just guns, and that's kind of why they add this, and you can get extra stuff with it. So special edition version comes with a lanyard like this, just something easy to pull out of a backpack or whatever you happen to be carrying it in. It also comes with, I believe it's a 48-inch security cable, so you can attach it to your vehicle, and it obviously just goes in here like so when you close it. So it's pretty easy to switch this out versus the lanyard that goes in like so here. I guess it goes the other way. Yep, that's right. It goes this way. So it goes in like so. When you close it, you can't pull the lanyard out, obviously. It also comes with a piece, an extra Pluck foam kit to make it fit your firearm, or whatever you're gonna make to organize it and be clean. The egg crate part is really nice because you can pretty much stuff whatever you want in here. Aside from that, that is pretty much what the special edition version comes with, more so than what you would get with the non-special edition, which is basically you don't get the longer, you get a shorter security cable. You have to order the Pluck foam extra, and you don't get the lid organizer on here. The overall construction of the case, you can tell Vaultek that they've refined everything. When you look at everything, you can just tell it's made right, it's made well, and that's what I like about this. The other thing that they advertise, it's also supposedly watertight. To what depth, I'm not sure. Probably a few feet, if that. But it also will float as long as whatever you're carrying inside this doesn't outweigh its buoyancy. So that is kind of cool. So you could technically carry it on a boat, canoe, whatever you're going to do, and not have to necessarily worry about it. But being that I got olive drab, chances are if I did drop it in the water and didn't know, it'd be really hard to find. So if you're worried about that, get a bright color. So the functionality of this, let's get into the functionality here and I'll show you. Alright, so I got this turned around right now. I'll show you how fast it opens. I'm going to cover my hand here, but you basically hit the lock button and it opens pretty quick. Aside from doing the latches, that's pretty much how it opens. You have to force it open. It doesn't spring open or anything like that, so it's not really like some of the other pistol safes out there. So it's pretty quick. The other thing about this is when you get this, if you were to buy this and you get it, it comes locked and it doesn't have any batteries in it, so you got to put the batteries in it. But you can't put the batteries in it because it's locked. So, and they put the keys inside here as well. What I had to do was, it has a plug and it comes with a charge cable or a power cable in here. Here we go. Alright, so this is the port that has both the manual key and the USB plug. So what I had to do was plug the cable into it to power this up, and it comes with a default code. I think it was 1111 or 1234 or whatever it was, and then it opened. Then I could get the keys out and get everything else out, get the battery in it and everything. This is the updated version. As some of you may know, the original version, I believe Lockpick Lawyer or somebody figured out that you could get a fork on the side and push the reprogramming button while it was locked. This new version doesn't allow it to be programmed when it registers it being locked. So that solved that problem, and so that no one can just get into it with a fork, which is a good thing. You don't want unauthorized people gaining access to something they shouldn't have. So there's that. So when you are programming the code, it can store up to a 4 or 8 digit code in here. Even though you only have 4 buttons, obviously you to make 8, you're going to repeat these to make that. It uses a 9-volt alkaline battery. It should last up to a year with that battery. I guess it depends on how often you open and close this thing, so that does play a factor. It meets TSA guidelines as well, which is good. In the exterior dimensions of this is 10 and a quarter to 7 inches wide, and then it's 2.25 inches thick or deep. The interior dimensions are 7.75 length, 6 inches wide, and 1.75 inches deep. And I'll show you the biggest firearm you can actually fit in this right now. Alright, so I have my Glock 19 in here, and that is as big as you can get. So depending on the optic you have and the height, you're really basically stretching it. Now obviously if I were to mount this the other way, it's slightly wider up here, so that might give you more room if you have a taller optic or a slightly taller firearm. You could flip it around and do it that way. I did this way, that way when I'm opening it, it's facing away from me, and that's how I would like to have it. It's just safe that way too. But you can always put it in any way you want. You could pull the Pluck foam out and actually put a bigger firearm in here, but this is pretty much as big as you can get in here. So Glock 19 fits pretty much perfect. Alright, so if I pull the Pluck foam out that I installed, now you can mount it with the 3M tape to keep it in there. I opted not to because I'm going to use it for multiple things. But you pull that out, pull the bottom part out, and then you put your original egg crate foam back in, and then you can fit a 1911 with the magazine in it, just barely. And again, if you were to face it the other way, you do get a little bit more room up here. You get probably about a 1/4 of an inch movement with the magazine in it. With the magazine out, obviously you gain that much more, but that's just something to know, that it's a little narrower on this end versus this end. I'm not sure why they did that exactly, but they did. So what it won't fit is a 1911. Height wise, yeah, but length wise, no way in hell. So if you did have a shorter barrel 1911, then yeah, it probably would fit, but a regular standard 5-inch barrel type 1911 will not fit. So you might have to opt for the bigger version that they make of this, or a different safe altogether. It's pretty much going to be anything the same size in dimension of a Glock 19 or a Springfield XD, 4-inch length. Those are pretty much the max you're going to get in here. Obviously anything smaller will fit, and then you can actually put a few more things in there with it as well. So that's what it will fit and what it won't fit. Unlocked. Locked. So overall, I like this safe. It's good for travel. It's good for keeping people out of it. It's built well. I forgot to mention it has the rubber feet on the bottom, so it doesn't slide, which is always a good thing. And water resistant, and it floats. It's like kind of everything you'd want in a travel safe. I also did another review on a Pit Bull. It was another gun safe I did a review on, and I will put a link in the description below, or actually up here somewhere, where you can check that out as well. That was a friend of mine who got one, and it has a spring assist, and if you want to check it out, click the link. Aside from that, guys, that is my review. I love this thing. And again, stay safe out there, and I'll see you next time.